Hey guys, what's up? So I see a lot of readers using this deck, and it's like a love deck, so I wasn't really interested in it, because it's like messages from your divine masculine or your divine feminine and whatever. So but a lot of people use them, but they use them in a certain way that like I don't like. So I was doing something and I found these for like $4 and I was like, yeah, okay, let's just do this. So they're love messages, and I'm gonna do it differently than all the other readers do. Like the other readers would be like, it was my fault, but I blamed you. Like, you know what I mean? So like, we're not gonna do it that way. It's so stupid. That's why I don't know. I don't like, I do like, the quick, satisfying, messages that are like this, but it's different. Like, I don't know, I think they should make it in a different way. So I'm gonna make like a template out of it. Jeez. And then I'm gonna make up how it seems. Okay. Okay, so right now, whoever this is for, you could be having problems, or they could be having problems, or you both could be having problems of letting each other go right now. They really can't stop thinking about you. You might feel the same. Depending on how your energy and how connected you guys are, they could feel your energy at this time. They really wish that they had treated you better because they do love you. And they have some kind of news, good news that they want to share with you. They do wish things could be different. They really can't stop thinking about you. Like, it's sticking out. Like, when they say we need to let go of each other, let each other go, I feel like you already have. And it's like they're still thinking that you haven't. And they know that they have to let you go. So it's kind of like they're like making it seem like it's both of you. So they don't look vulnerable, or they don't look needy, or they don't look weak or something like that. So they're kind of like, we need to let go of each other. But it's kind of like, no, you need to let go of me. Kind of thing. I can't stop thinking about you. They really do wish that they had treated you better because you were the best thing in their life. They wish things could be different. I love you. What is this news? I want to know what this news is. New promotion? A new job? Maybe there was a problem with where they lived and it held you guys back from each other for whatever reason, and now they don't have that problem anymore. Yeah, like I said, we need to let each other, it's time for me to heal right now. Their healing process had to be letting you go. Like, they're healing right now. And I'm not the one to be like, oh, so they're coming back. I'm not saying that. They did cross the line in some way, shape, or form. You could have thought this was your soulmate, your twin flame, depending on what you believe in. And you realized after a certain time and point that they weren't. They could be, okay? The card says we both know that, no, I am not the one for you. I don't think that's a really good card. Because it's like, if people watch this and they listen to it, they're gonna be like, oh, I thought it was my person. So I think maybe because it's also under you and I were too young. So the way I'm looking at it is, you know, we weren't good for each other at the time when we met, or we were too immature to know what we had. They were so attracted to you when they saw you for the first time. There's something that they did lie about. I don't know why it had something to do with their living situation. I think you not being able to know about something really depleted your emotions, your trust, your motivation to move forward with this person. They're emotionally unavailable right now, which is good because that means that they're healing. They did a lot of dumb stuff. Yeah, see, the timing just wasn't right for us. They did a lot of things for you that they would have never done and never have done for anybody else before. They feel like they lost themselves in you, and that could also be why it says I'm not available, because it was like they lost themselves, like they are not available, you know. That's another reason why they like were so scared of you, because they never did the things that they did for anybody else or felt the way that they felt for anybody else until they met you. They could have felt like they were too young. Maybe they were being too immature, or you, vice versa. There could be a lot of signs of you around them. Like, there could have been a lot of signs around them. They could be listening to music that reminds you of them. They could be hearing your name everywhere. They're trying to find you in other people. Like, trying to find your energy, like things that remind them about you in other people, and they're having a really hard time with that. They do hope that you can forgive them one day. They could have said something really harsh more than once. That's why I want you. Again, that's why they wish they treated you better. They did cross the line. So, like I said, they trying to find you everywhere. It's like they want to feel that way again, that spark. They're not going to find it with anybody else, just to let you know, so don't worry about it. They do want forgiveness. The timing just wasn't right. It says, I left when I saw you with somebody else. Again, that's not for everybody. And if you are with somebody else, they could have been a distraction from your pain. Rebound, something like that. They want to talk to you, but they're scared to. They do keep replaying conversations that you have had over and over and over again, which is another reason why they're wanting to come forward and talk to you. But they know that they just can't. They just know that they messed everything up, but they do love you unconditionally. I look for you everywhere. Not that that's funny, but yeah, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Because you were the best thing in their life. I don't feel they didn't let you go yet. I don't know if you can feel pulling on you. Like maybe you're trying to move forward and you have like this weird like pulling on you, like a tug, like, yeah, you're not going anywhere. Like, bam, come here, bitch. Sorry. That's how I feel sometimes. Like, bitch, come back here. Yeah, they haven't let go of you. They want, yeah, they want to contact you and they want to tell you how they feel. They couldn't let you get close to them because of how much they were losing themselves in you. And they had already made you believe that they couldn't get close to you for this reason and that reason, when it was really about them being scared of you. And after them, when it says you and I were too young, you could have grown more than this person, because you were a spiritual lesson for them. And they are grateful for it because they are realizing it. But their pride or whatever got in the way, and they remember every single detail of the day that you guys like literally you walked away. Or maybe numerous days when they knew they were wrong, but they just couldn't, you know, from replaying the conversations over and over in their head again. Like, they could have literally thought that it was you. Like, you were the problem. And then all of a sudden, like, they could have had a spiritual awakening. Or you could have walked away and they realized, you know, I just realized this. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Yeah. They're waiting for a sign from you, which is weird. I mean, it's not, because it's not for everybody. Because it says, like, I ran away or whatever when I saw you with somebody else. Obviously, it's not true for everybody. But they did hide. They've had a mask. They hid who they really were from you because they were scared that you wouldn't love them for that person. But depending on how their mask was, it's like, why would you think I would love you for this person that you're showing me? But you knew, like, you're very intuitive, like, you knew. So that's why I think you were trying to find them in everything else for a sign telling you that you weren't crazy. Like, you knew, you know what I mean? Finding out the truth crushed me. I think finding out the truth crushed me as in realizing who you were to them. Because they might have just thought you were one day like, oh, just a fuck buddy, or, I mean, I need to stop swearing, a rebound, or, you know, they weren't ready to fall in love, or they were like never gonna fall in love again, and then they met you, and then they like messed everything up, and they were like, you know, you came closer to anybody that they let in. So when they realized they actually loved you and it wasn't any of that, like, okay, so like once you like weren't around anymore, this person could have kept thinking about you and not understanding why. Yeah, I want to be more than friends. They could have, I don't know if you guys are still friends or you guys are still being intimate. Well, I'm doing the whole deck, so I can't even be like, they could be burying themselves in work right now to forget you, or hanging out with friends. They could be drinking. They could be doing this and that. I'm not going to say other things that they could be doing because it would trigger me if I was watching certain videos, and I don't like doing that. So yeah, they're starting to understand the connection more and more. They knew exactly what they were doing, and lying to themselves and, you know, whatever. I don't think they really knew. Like, I'm not going to stand up for them, but I don't think they really knew what love felt like what real love felt like. So when they started feeling all these weird feelings, it freaked them out. And so they like were blaming you for messing up everything that was going on in their world because everything was changing. And they were blaming you for that, not understanding that it was because of how they felt about you. And also, it's a spiritual connection, so you're gonna get a lot of things happen to you in a spiritual connection, so you get it. So you speak to them through music. Every time I see that card, I'm always like, you speak to me through music. I'm like, how? I'm not sending you music. I don't know, I'm a whatever. Yeah, so again, they could be drinking. They could be drinking. But it's also like they started understanding your connection and they feel you leaving them behind, and they knew exactly what they were doing. So it's like they know it's their fault. They think that you guys will be together again. See, I used the whole deck, so it's like some of this, like, obviously, actually, it could be everything, or close to everything, just because the people that aren't supposed to see this won't see it, right? Hiding behind material things can help this person. They are healing and becoming a better person, because they do know that they messed up everything. They do want to come forward to you. They were playing when they replay the conversation. I can't stop thinking about you. When they replay the conversations that they have with you, it's the ones that they know that they lied in, or it's the ones where you said something that they took it a different way to make it seem like you were the bad guy. So it was like a denial, but like subconscious denial. Like they didn't even know that they were like doing it. It's just like that's how they always thought. So that's how they, you know, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they could have like really thought that at times like they were right, and you're like, no, and they're seeing it now, you know, and it's like, so those are the when it says like, I can't stop thinking about you, it does have a lot to do with the conversations, because the conversations are also what makes them realize their feelings for you, because they're like, why did I say that? Like, why did I do that? Why, you know, like, what did that mean when she said that? Like, what does it mean to even, you know, whatever, like, and it's, you know, if people ever do mention you, they try to stay away from the topic, you know, and they could be having a problem sleeping and everything like that, just because of how much they're replaying everything over and over and over and over and over and over again in their head. But guess what? They have to. They deserve to, because you did. You could have stayed awake. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have, though. Like, everything that this person put you through, most likely is what they're going through, only 10 times harder. Especially from being a man and being in denial and not wanting to admit their feelings and knowing their feelings because they got lost in you. They already knew. You know, they're wondering right now, are they happy without me? Like, you know how, like, oh, I said guys earlier. I didn't mean that. It could be girls too. But you know how, like, people like, this is a guy thing more than I think a girl thing. And it's not a bad thing, but you know how, like, when somebody, you know that you're not good for somebody, and you know that you just keep hurting them, and you keep them hurting them, and they don't really know what they're doing, or they can't stop doing what they're doing because they don't know how to do anything else, or whatever the situation is. A lot of guys, and I know this, a lot of guys will mess up their relationship and do screwed up things because it's harder for guys to reject girls in a certain way. So their way of doing it a lot of the times can be even being a good person. Well, not like they're not a good person, but like having good intentions, but doing it in a non-good intention way where it doesn't show it. But when some guys know that they're not good for you, they'll start doing things in order for you to see that. But if you don't, then it can not get fun. So, yeah. All right. That's it. Love you guys. Bye.